So what happens when you find a basketball-sized hornet's nest and you cut it down from the tree? Here's one of the hornets right there. They shouldn't be alive too much longer. Still a few of them walking around on it. They haven't swarmed, which is nice. But yeah, that's a pretty hefty size hornet's nest. They're all starting to crawl out of it now that we've cut the branch down. And this branch was right up there, which is right next to the entrance of the cabin. And it was completely covered with bees earlier, or hornets. All right, so a question that a commenter posted on the channel related to cargo capacity was, if I have a half-ton truck or a three-quarter-ton truck, I think it was a three-quarter-ton truck, and I have 1,850 pounds worth of cargo capacity, what would a good-sized travel trailer be to pull? Well, first of all, I'm glad he wasn't hunting for a fifth wheel, because that's oftentimes the questions I get whenever somebody thinks that they have a three-quarter ton that's capable of hauling a fifth wheel. And, you know, in many cases, it's not as if it's not capable, it's just, you know, not recommended. It just really depends what your payload capacity, what your towing capacity is, and how much stuff you're going to bring with you. But the point of today's video is to answer this one question, and it's because it's a very easy question to answer, but it's a hard question for people to believe the answer to. So if you have a three-quarter ton truck and you have 1,850 pounds worth of cargo capacity, and that's based off of the sticker of the door, that probably means you have a relatively high spec three-quarter ton truck. Probably Laramie if it's a Ram, or a Limited, probably a King Ranch or Platinum if it's a Ford, probably an LTZ, Denali, or a High Country if it's a GM product. And because of all those amenities, and because of, you know, possibly having air suspension, stuff like that, it's going to take away from your cargo capacity. I think we all know that. That's pretty much established. But then somebody asks me from a travel trailer perspective, you know, if I have 1,850 pounds worth of cargo capacity, does that mean I can carry or tow a travel trailer that has 1,200, 1,300 pounds worth of tongue weight? And, you know, the quick and simple answer to that is maybe. And I say maybe because I think people sometimes get confused with cargo capacity, thinking that it is all available for towing a trailer. And that's just simply inaccurate. You know, whenever you think of available payload capacity, and I talk to you all, and I think most people realize that includes the weight of the people in the truck, that includes the supplies and stuff you bring with you. But what a lot of people may not realize is, even though it includes that weight, the front axle needs to be able to handle some of that weight. Which means if you're going to be towing a trailer, if you're going to be towing, you know, a camper behind you, and that camper has 1,200 pounds worth of tongue weight, that doesn't automatically exclude it from being towable by a truck with 1,850 pounds worth of capacity. But if you have a family that weighs 650 pounds combined, well, automatically 650 pounds plus the 1,200 pounds is going to give you the 1,850 pounds before you've loaded anything else into the truck. So if you're going to throw bikes, generators, stuff like that into your truck, obviously that is going to impact your payload capacity as well. For most three-quarter ton trucks that are in that low payload capacity range of 1,800 to 2,000 pounds, I would recommend staying at under 1,100 pounds worth of tongue weight with a travel trailer, which is generally going to put you in the 8,000 pound range, 8,500, maybe 9,000 pound range for a travel trailer. And the main reason for that is, again, understanding what that weight does to your truck, where that weight's transferring, and you're very likely going to be offloading some weight from your front axle, which is not really a good thing. And that's going to be why whenever you look at the payload and the towing stickers on like the GMC that we have over there, the actual cargo capacity of the truck being like 1,450 pounds, only about 950 pounds is actually designed for truck bed weight. So again, even though there's 1,450 pounds roughly of total cargo capacity, only a percentage of that is designed to rest over the back axle, because you do have a rear axle rating that you also have to adhere to. So there's a lot more that goes into it than just assuming the cargo capacity sticker on your door is cargo capacity of available for any part of the truck. That is combined cargo capacity of everything you load in the vehicle, people, supplies, everything. And I really wish other manufacturers would put a towing sticker or a trailering sticker on their truck like General Motors does, because it's the simplest way to figure out how much weight you can safely tow behind the vehicle or you can rest above the axles. And I think that that is such a great sticker to have on the truck. Yet, you know, GM's the only one that does it. So I'm going to be honest with you, it's a big miss by Ford and Ram not to offer that. Ram has a tool online which, unfortunately, I know people think it's super accurate, but it's not. If you look at the sticker on your door and then you take the VIN of your vehicle and you put it into that tool, oftentimes you're going to find that the payload capacity rating on the website is way different than what your door sticker says, because the only label or indicator that accounts for everything that your truck has, including the accessories that were installed at the factory, is your door sticker. The information that's provided to you online oftentimes does not take into account optional features that were added to that trim level. In most cases, the information that you're going to get from the website is simply providing you with the truck cab configuration, bed configuration, drive configuration, four-wheel or two-wheel drive, as well as the trim configuration of your truck in its most popular package. So if you get a tonneau cover from the factory, if you get a spray and bed liner, if you get other things like that added to your truck, it's going to count against your payload capacity, and oftentimes the website doesn't reflect that accurately. Again, the only true area to find out what the actual cargo capacity of your vehicle is the door sticker. That's what you should rely on. I think that the gentleman that was hauling the big camper in the video that I posted where it split the ram frame in half kind of knew what he was getting himself into. You know, I don't want to call the guy out, but the fact is, if you claim that you've done a tremendous amount of research, you've really looked into the numbers and you felt like you got the truck with the capacity, and then you believe that your truck's capacity is for a certain configuration that 90% of people don't buy, it's pretty easy to realize just by doing just a little bit of research what your capacity rating is by simply looking at the door sticker. I think every single forum, truck forum, RV forum, website, YouTube channel, everyone's going to tell you refer to the sticker on the door, not some commercial that shows maximum capacity available is going to be the truck that you're actually going to buy. You know, it's usually just to say that Ram has this or GM has that or Ford has this, they're best in class here or there. That's really what those commercials are all about. But yeah, you always have to defer to the sticker on your door. Anyways, guys, sure hope you enjoyed this little rant video. It's fun coming out talking and answering some of the questions, because sometimes the questions even make me go back and research and look at things as well. Okay, so I'm going to come out here, check out what's going on in the RV. It's actually been a while. It's been probably a week since I have been able to come out here and take a look at the RV. We've had some pretty crazy winds. It's been pretty cold. I'm going to get water hooked back up to it too, because we're going to take the camper out here in the next day or so, and I want to make sure that during the freeze none of the faucets or fittings froze over. So I got bad news. The EverDry Petite dehumidifier finally broke. Stopped working. Had this thing for years. Keep it in the RV when it's in storage. Have it plugged in, and it's been working perfectly. And I came in today, and it's no longer powering on. Well, I say that, but then all of a sudden it powered on. That is super weird. I've been tinkering with this thing for like the last 20 minutes and it's not coming on. And I turned it on now and it turned on. That's weird. So yeah, I thought that was broken. It's not. I actually just placed another order for one on Amazon, and it, I guess, is going to come in too, so I'll have more than one. Very crazy. This thing is super cool. I've had this plugged in here. So a lot of people say that ultrasonic pest repellents and rodent repellents don't work. But what's special about this little thing right here is it has speakers like all around it. It's got motion detection. It's got flashing LED lights. But listen to what other sounds this thing makes. I don't know what sound that is supposed to be of. Guess that's a door closing. So if there's a bug or a rodent in here, it thinks that you've come into the room. I'm going to switch to another sound. There you go. There's the hawk. And it goes through so many of these sounds that it just probably scares off whatever could be coming in here, I imagine, because we haven't had any rodents at all inside of the RV. None. And it's out in a field where there are tons of rodents. I mean, we see them out here in the field all the time. Just nothing's gotten into the RV. That one might be one of the main reasons why. And of course the dog barking. And you have a cat stuck in a closet. And whatever that is. Does a good job. Has a lot of sounds, and those are probably more the deterrent than anything else. So I'll set it out here and I can press this button and the LED lights will strobe randomly or if it detects motion. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. It is an absolutely beautiful day today. I mean, you couldn't ask for a nicer day than this. It's probably 67, 70 degrees, maybe a little cooler than that. Like 40% humidity. Sun is out, not a cloud in the sky. But yeah, it is a beautiful day. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, I'd really appreciate it if you took a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again real soon.